What is up, champettes? Welcome back to another amazing YouTube video, guys. And here is Happy episode 5. So let's go ahead and get this started. July 14th, 2011. Jim Forrester has called me again with another development. Tristan Ye, the man who voiced Happy and a star on Fright House Screamers, was killed today. His body had 3 long and deep cut marks on his chest, with one of them slashing open his heart. Even though the police marked it as a murder by a bladed weapon, I think forensic killed Tristan. It just seemed like a weird coincidence that my CD of Happy episodes was clawed in the same way that Tristan Ye has. Jim, however, said in response that there would be very sharp claws since the marking managed to put a deep cut on one of his ribs. I might need to research Fright House Screamers after I'm done with Happy. It sounds quite interesting. July 15th, 2011. Today, Jim Forrester gave me a DVD with 3 new episodes. According to Jim, the first one is the episode with a green fluid needle, the second being the full version of Happy Goes to School, and the last one being the second part of the Happy TV movie. I would be able to describe the episodes if it wasn't for the extensive cleaning the disc needs. July 17th, 2011. After all this time, I cleaned the disc enough to be watchable. The only problem is that it sometimes freezes. When a video gets played, here are the contents. The first episode starts with the scene with the green fluid needles. After Happy kills the boy, he drives a crash plane where the scene with the money bags happened. It cuts to the playground where Happy was playing with some kids. And it went along like normal until his skin peeled off, revealing a rotten apple core. It was like an orange peeler was being used on him. The skin landed on the boy's head, covering his face like a blanket. The weird part about this scene was that the kid had no reaction to Happy's skin being peeled, almost like it never even happened. After a minute of seeing the boy with Happy's skin on his head, the episode ended. The second episode was, as Jim said, the full version of Happy Goes to School. It begins with the math scene and song happens, but in vastly improved quality. After that, Happy goes into science class, where a kid is messing around with a Bunsen burner. Eventually, the kid gets his finger burned by accident. Happy informs, never play with Bunsen burners without adult supervision. If you don't, you might get hurt like Eddie here. After the short monologue, Happy puts an ice pack on Eddie's burn, and he thanks Happy. A few seconds after Happy puts the ice pack over the kid's burn, he hears an argument coming from the hallway. It cuts to a bully mocking a young kid, telling him that his art project is the dumbest thing ever. Because of this, the younger kid starts to cry. After some more mocking, the bully runs off laughing. Right as he leaves, Happy comes over and tells the kid to never give up at what he likes doing. The kid instantly cheers up and runs into a classroom, presumably to tell the teacher about the bully. Finally, I saw the second part of the Happy movie. It started out with Happy driving his van on the road leading to the playground. It shows a kid playing with rocks on the side of the road. By accident, he throws a large rock on the road, which lands directly in the path of Happy's van. Happy thinks it's an animal and drives to swerve off the way, but the van goes off the road and crashes into a grassy ditch. For the scene, footage of a real car crash was used for whatever reason. After the scene, the van starts to catch on fire, and some kids, including the one who threw the giant rock, ran over to the burning wreckage. The music for this scene isn't the happy-go-lucky music that plays throughout the show, but sound clips of Reverse Revolution 9 with Happy screaming, "Get me out." After a kid says, "There, his hat," it cuts to Happy's bloody stem, which had a mouth with bloody teeth on it. The stem proceeded to scream, which was just one of those screams that Mike Shank did in American Movie. Another kid says, his body. Happy was badly burnt and scratched up, with blood coming out from the larger, deeper cuts. His left eyeball was dangling out of his socket, while all of his upper teeth were either chipped or broken. Where Happy's left arm and stump were, there was pure white bone, with blood slowly leaking from the exposed wounds. Happy tried to crawl out of the burning wreck with his right arm, but it was only a minute until he collapsed and died, whilst screaming to weird sci-fi noises. The next scene just showed the road lacking any children whatsoever, with the remains of Happy in the van in plain sight. It cuts to a funeral where kids are crying over Happy's dead body while one kid says, "Why, Happy, why?" Another tried to wake up Happy by shaking his corpse. After the funeral scene, it showed Happy's body with blood on his broken teeth. The shot fades to a scene taking place 10 years later, where a kid was talking to her mother. The mother replied to the girl, but her speech was in reverse. After reversing it, the speech turned out to be, "Don't worry, my daughter. Appy's coming to take you away." The father comes in and talks about how bad Happy was, but in a sarcastic tone. After the mother asks why he randomly brought Happy up, the father brings out a knife and stabs the mother in the head. The girl screams, runs to her mother's side, and starts to cry. The father's skin peels off, like the scene with Happy and the orange peeler, revealing Happy with his injuries from the car crash. Happy proceeds to kill the girl. The last shot before the credits was Happy smiling over the bodies of the mother and kid, as well as the skin of the father. Instead of the theme song playing over the credits, dark carnival music played with clips of Revolution 9 and Napoleon 14. "They're coming to take me away," a narrator said. His stomach was in 2 days. There were two, and there's none now. He's there. He's getting next to his sister, with all he knows. And finally, he ceased to work in the underworld. Guess what the narrator was talking about? He was talking over Happy with a bloodied scalpel in one hand, an X-Acto knife in the other. It slowly pained down to the disguise Happy was under, like the magic trick episode, and stopped at the hand of the skin, which had cut marks on it. The episode ended. Okay guys, thank you guys very much for watching this episode. Peace out.